So, hey, good morning. We're here with Manuela, and we're going to hear about her story. Manuela's one of my rock stars. She's been amazing in the Transform Your Run program. But I'll let her introduce herself a little bit. Manuela, hi, welcome. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Manuela Beekmans. I've been living in Bangkok for almost, well, nine years. So I've known Eric and Susie for 9 years. And I juggle sort of being a mum, doing some volunteer work and working part-time in an alternative therapy center for kids with special needs. And from a fitness perspective, I used to be quite an avid runner when I was in my 30s. I'm now 46, so it's a bit far away. But from, sort of in my mid-30s, I was quite active as a runner and pretty decent. I got up to 30K with a goal of doing a marathon, and I got pregnant, and somehow that goal fell by the wayside. But after finding out that Eric was going to start coaching, I've been toying with the idea of getting back to running, though it's sometimes daunting in Bangkok because of the heat and the conditions. But I wanted to give it a go and just get back to a better level of fitness. And when I found out that Eric was going to start doing some coaching, I thought I would give it a try, except I had been a bit anxious because I broke my kneecap about 3 years ago now, and I tried to get back to running, and I didn't feel good. And so I stopped, but just decided that I was going to give it a go again. And so I went to one of your running clinics, Eric, I think at the university track. And I guess the biggest motivation was, for a long time, people had said to me, or many different people said, running's not good for you. It's hard on the joints. And I had in my mind that I'd already, had this injury. And so I kind of stayed away from it. And then after seeing you talk about this idea of effortless running, I thought, well, maybe if it has to do with my form, I could get back to it and get back to that goal of running again. So I decided to give it a go. And I did your Transform the Run program over 12 weeks.
Yeah.
And it was great.
You started off with the Transform Your Run program. You came to me and said, I want to get back into running. I've tried it several times. Isn't working. I feel I'm doing something wrong. Something's not quite right. Can you help me? So, of course, we went through the Transform Your Run program first. So we looked at at making sure that you ran properly, and then we started to build your volume back into the program, right? That's the work that we did. And how was your experience with that?
Well, it was great, actually. It was very methodical, and I have to say I was quite skeptical. Not skeptical, but I was sort of thinking, gosh, here I am, 46. Am I really going to be able to undo the way that I run and find a different rhythm and that feels better? And honestly, I really have, and I still consider myself a beginner runner. I think I'm still on that journey, but I do feel like I have changed my gait, and for me that's quite amazing. And one of the things that you do, which is really powerful, is to do the videos for us. So I hate seeing myself on video. However, I do realize, from going from that first gait analysis, and I think you've done 4 or 5 with me, to the next one, I feel like, gosh, I actually can see how I've changed. And I think one of the things that you do really well as well is incorporating the drills. So I remember you saying there are 3 components to running. One is form, one is strength, and one is the drills, if that's right. And so, I would always think when I start running, I don't want to stop running, but had me on this program where I would do a kilometer run, and then I would do the drills, and then I'd go back to running. And it actually makes so much sense, because you sort of get into a rhythm running, you do a bit of a warm up, and then you sort of coach your body into doing the drills. And it really, I guess it's that neuroplasticity in the brain. You can sort of help your body relearn how to do things. And so I feel like I did, and it is a lot easier. I don't know that I'm quite at the effortless yet, but I'm getting there, and it definitely feels better. So now I'm not afraid of going out to run, which I would often, think, oh, it would be more of a chore. I've got to do it because it's the thing to do, or you've got to put in the time. But it's more of, I'm more in the mindset where I am a runner and I can do this, and it's not as difficult as it once was. And so that whole process, seeing the form change and incorporating your drills, it's very methodical. It's very easy. It's very doable. You make it that way. And it works over, the course of 12 weeks. It's pretty great.
Awesome.
So,
Great.
yeah.
I love how you said that it is really like, it's really rewiring your brain, what we did in that first part, to get you to run differently. So there's not a lot. There's not a lot of hard work that goes in. It's actually very subtle. It
is.
But it does teach you how to. That's the key to changing your run, right? And now you're ready to build up the volume again. So how was it to not have me? This is what a lot of people ask me. Like how, but you're not by my side. Like how was it for you to work through a program, and me virtually being by your side, like seeing your training efforts, but not actually being by your side?
Well, you use that training Peaks, which is a good program. And what I felt was that because you put those video tutorials in, so anytime I would log in, I would see my week, I would know what I would have to do, and I would, see the tutorial. You have all the video tutorials online showing the drills, and so being able to access those, and then I know if I have ever had any questions about what RPM meant or other running jargon, or if I was unclear about how I should follow a running plan that you had for me, then I quickly Facebook Messenger you, and you're really good at responding fast. So I never felt like I was on my own. And what I always loved as well was I would put sort of my candid feedback about how the run went, and then I would look forward to seeing your feedback. Maybe a day later. Lots of encouragement, which is nice. You're always really positive, which helps. So yeah, I thought it was pretty seamless. And then having those occasional meetups to do the gait analysis, although I know my husband filmed me one time as well, and that that's, as long as we can get that footage to you, then that really helps as well. So yeah, I think we're in a new age of technology, and you can even get coaching remotely, and it does work. And I didn't feel like I was missing out because you weren't physically with me by my side at all times. And I think I know I've said this to you before, but I think everyone deserves a coach. There's different things in our life where, well, actually many things in our life where we could have a coach and it would help. And even though I'm not a serious runner out doing, long distances or big races or anything, it's still really helpful to have someone by your side, sort of who has your back and who knows you and who knows what motivates you and the support that you need. And so, that I think has really helped. Just knowing that I have a coach and knowing that even remotely it can be really beneficial.
Awesome. That's music to my ears. Thank you for saying that. That's really, really and kind of you. So yeah, so you overall you've had a great experience. I think you are. I think I'm allowed to say this. You're training up for a 25K trail run now. So
yeah, which if you'd asked me a year ago, I would have said, no way. Like my goal when I first approached you was I want to get to 5K, which I did. But more importantly was let's focus on my gait. And now I have the confidence that I can take that. So I'm just skipping over the 10K and going to 25 because why not? Go big or go home.
And you've really done yourself a service by focusing on your form first. And now the result is that you can pretty much choose whatever you want, and you know that you have the confidence to train up to it, and that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So,
So if I, sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
No, well, I was just going to say, if I can sing your praises a little bit more. I mean, you're an incredibly positive person. You're an incredibly inspiring person, both you and Susie, and you're a natural coach, and so I would highly encourage anyone to work with you, even remotely, because it can really transform someone's view of themselves as a runner, or even someone who doesn't think of themselves as a runner at all, but they can truly become one because they've got you by their side. So that comes from the heart.
That'll be the sound bite that I'll put everywhere. So thank you so much. And if you would like to have a similar experience as Manuela, then please don't hesitate to contact me. You can push the button below and we'll get in contact. Thank you so much. Thank you, Manuela. And
thank you guys. Yeah. Thank you so much. Go for it. Do it. Sign up now.